Good morning to all of you. And today we have conducted that unit test 1, and almost 18 students gave response. Actually, the response I received. Some students called me and told me that, sir, there are some technical problems. So those who faced technical problem, please send me a message in my WhatsApp, personal WhatsApp. Sir, I faced the technical problem, so that I can provide the link again to them, so they can also attend the exam today itself. Okay? Is it clear? I will send a message in the group also. And most probably there is a chance that today our assistant commissioner and the deputy commissioner will observe the class too. I hope you can hear my voice. Anybody reply? Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday we were discussing about how to find the derivative of composite functions, and we solved one problem, like prove that the function is not differentiable also. So there is another function, f of x is equal to f of x is equal to greatest integer function x, greatest integer function x, and 0 less than or equal to 0 less than x less than 3. Prove that, हमें proof करना है, prove that f of x is not differentiable at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. That means integer में 0 and 3 के बीच में, as earlier I have shown you the graph of greatest integer function. So that time you have seen that it is not continuous. At integers there is break there in the graph, you have seen that. So ये एक चीज आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि जैसे this thing you should keep in mind, differentiability. Differentiable implies continuous. Differentiable है तो continuous होगा, but continuous need not imply differentiability. Continuous है तो differentiable होना करके नहीं, कोई गारंटी नहीं, क्योंकि हमने एक एग्जांपल देखा था f of x is equal to mod x. It is continuous, but it is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. Now, but not continuous. Continuous है तो differentiable नहीं है, but not continuous मतलब it is पक्का not differentiable. दिस शुड बी इन योर माइंड एनीवे. डिफरेंशिएबल है तो कंटिन्यूअस है, हमने थियरी प्रूफ किया है ऑलरेडी इन वन ऑफ द प्रीवियस क्लासेस. देन बट द रिवर्स इज नॉट ट्रू. कंटिन्यूअस है तो डिफरेंशिएबल होना करके कोई गारंटी नहीं है. देन नॉट कंटिन्यूअस है तो, बट इट इज नॉट कंटिन्यूअस है तो पक्का इट इज नॉट डिफरेंशिएबल, बिकॉज डिफरेंशिएबल है तो कंटिन्यूअस ही होगा. सो कंटिन्यूअस नहीं है तो डिफरेंशिएबल नहीं होगा. सो एनीवे दिस फंक्शन देखो जैसे 0 1 2, just to understand I am writing this 3. So greatest integer function 0 and 1 के बीच में, 0 and 1 के बीच में f of x का वैल्यू ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर लेस देन और इक्वल टू 1 हमेशा 0 होगा. 1 and 2 के बीच में, 1 and 2 के बीच में ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन का वैल्यू हमेशा 1 होगा, क्योंकि 1 and 2 के बीच में कोई भी रियल नंबर, द ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर लेस देन और इक्वल टू दैट नंबर इज 1. एंड 2 and 3 के बीच में कोई भी रियल नंबर ले लो, the greatest integer less than or equal to that number will be 2. Do you understand? If you take any number, if you take 0 less than or equal to x less than 1, if you take any number between 0 and 1, the greatest integer function is always 0, because the integers less than or equal to that number is 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, etc. So greatest integer function will be 0. And between 1 and 2, between 1 and 2, between 1 and 2, and if you take any real number between 1 and 2, the integers less than that number is 1, 0, etc. 1, so उसमें से greatest आएगा 1. And if you take any number between 2 and 3, so if you take any real number between 2 and 3, the greatest, the integers less than that numbers are 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, etc. उसमें से greatest आएगा, उसमें से greatest आएगा 2. Now we have to check the differentiability at x is equal to 1. At x is equal to 1, I'm going to find the left hand derivative. Left hand derivative is equal to, formula मैंने आपको बताया था, limit of h goes to 0 f of 1 plus h, sorry left hand derivative है तो 1 minus h. नहीं तो फॉर्मूला पहले लिखेंगे, f of a minus h minus f of a divided by minus h. This is the formula. So which is equal to limit h goes to 0 f of 1 minus h minus f of 1 divided by minus h. This is limit h goes to 0 f of 1 minus h मतलब so it will be between 0 and 1. It will be between 0 and 1. Correct? 1 minus h. 1 minus h is less than 1. So 1 minus h इधर आएगा, जैसे 1 minus h मतलब 1 minus h will be between 0 and 1. So ऐसे आएगा greatest integer 1 minus h minus greatest integer 1 divided by minus h. So which is equal to limit h goes to 0. 1 minus h is between 0 and 1. So the integers less than that is 0, minus 1, etc. उसमें से greatest 0 minus greatest integer 1. The integers less than or equal to 1 is 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, etc. So it's the greatest 1 divided by minus h, which is equal to limit h goes to 0 minus 1 by minus h, which is equal to 1 by h. And when h goes to 0, this will goes to a very big positive number, infinity. It will not defined. Understood? Now, right hand derivative. Right hand derivative is equal to limit of the function f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h as h goes to 0. This is equal to limit f of a is 1 plus h minus f of 1 divided by h as h goes to 0, which is limit h goes to 0, f of 1 plus h मतलब greatest integer 1 plus h minus f of 1 मतलब greatest integer 1 divided by h, which is equal to limit h goes to 0. 1 plus h will be lies between 1 and 2. So the greatest integer, the integers less than 1 plus h is 1, 0, etc. उसमें से greatest is 1. 1 minus greatest integer function 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 by h. That is limit h goes to 0. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 by h, 0. The limit of a constant is constant. Limit of 0 is 0. So you can see that here right hand derivative exists, but left hand derivative does not exist, and they are not equal. Right hand derivative is 0, left hand derivative even does not exist. That implies f of x is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. In the same way, you can prove it for x is equal to 2 also. ठीक है? So x is equal to 2 में करेंगे तो there is not, I'm not going to do that. The thing will happen is इधर 2 minus h आएगा left hand derivative तो 2 minus h है तो 2 minus h lies between 1 and 2. So value 1 आएगा. So 1 minus 2 minus 1 divided by minus h again आएगा. So left hand derivative आपको infinity मिलेगा. Right hand derivative आपको 2 minus 2 0 by same thing आएगा, same process. You will get right hand derivative 0. You will get left hand derivative infinity. So every integer this will happen. At every integer, in general, if you take any integer a, this will happen. Left hand derivative will be infinity and right hand derivative will be 0. So at integer points, this is different. They are asking only between 0 and 3. 0 and 3 there are only two integers, 1 and 2. That is why at 1 and 2 it is not continuous. And this can be proved for any integer. If you take any integer, generally a, the left hand derivative will be hamesha infinity hoga. That means it will not exist. A right hand derivative will be always 0. So the left hand derivative and right hand derivative does not exist. So you can say that the greatest integer function is not differentiable at integers. It is not continuous at integers. So if continuous nahi hai to pakka differentiable bhi nahi hai. So clearly you can say like that, but you have to prove it like this. Is it clear? आया समझ में? Any doubt? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Any doubts?
No, sir.
ये वाला डाउट है कि इधर मार्किंग कर रहे, इसका मतलब ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन मतलब द ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर लेस देन और इक्वल टू दैट पर्टिकुलर नंबर। अब 0 एंड 1 के बीच में कोई भी रियल नंबर ले लो, 0 एंड 1 के बीच में, तो उस नंबर्स के लिए उस नंबर से लेस देन इंटीजर्स आर 0, -1, -2, -3, -4 एक्सेट्रा, उसमें से ग्रेटेस्ट इज 0, दैट इज वाई ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन इज 0 एट दैट टाइम। इफ यू टेक एनी नंबर बिटवीन 1 एंड 2, 2 नॉट इंक्लूडेड, 1 एंड 2 के बीच में कोई भी रियल नंबर लेंगे तो उससे लेस इंटीजर्स आर 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4 एक्सेट्रा, उसमें से ग्रेटेस्ट 1, दैट इज वाई ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन इज 1 फॉर नंबर्स बिटवीन 1 and 2। For numbers between 2 and 3, the greatest integers between them is the integers less than those numbers are 2, 1, 0, -1, -2 etc. उसमें से greatest is 2. That's the definition. So in general differentiable है तो function continuous, but continuous है तो differentiable होने करके कोई guarantee नहीं। उसके लिए example भी दिखाया, mod x continuous है but it is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. बट नॉट कंटिन्यूस है तो पक्का इट इज नॉट डिफरेंशिएबल। हमें पता था ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन इज स्टेप फंक्शन, उसका ग्राफ 2-3 क्लास पहले मैंने दिखाया था, तो उसमें से इंटीजर्स में फंक्शन कंटिन्यूस नहीं था, सो कंटिन्यूस नहीं है तो डिफरेंशिएबल भी नहीं होगा। सो हमने प्रूव किया इधर 1 के लिए प्रूव किया, 2 के लिए भी सेम थिंग, लेफ्ट हैंड डेरिवेटिव निकालना, राइट हैंड डेरिवेटिव निकालना। सो लेफ्ट हैंड डेरिवेटिव हमेशा आपको इन्फिनिटी मिलेगा, दैट मीन्स डज नॉट एक्सिस्ट, राइट हैंड डेरिवेटिव आपको हमेशा 0 मिलेगा।
सर
बोलो।
सर मतलब डेरिवेटिव कैसे निकालते ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन का?
ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन का डेरिवेटिव हमेशा 0 आएगा कोई भी पॉइंट में,
जैसे 0 आता।
हाँ इंटीजर पॉइंट्स में डेरिवेटिव डज नॉट एक्सिस्ट है ना, एंड 1 and 2 के बीच में कोई भी वैल्यू आप लेंगे तो डेरिवेटिव का वैल्यू कितना आ रहा है, मीन्स फंक्शन का वैल्यू कितना आ रहा है, 1 आ रहा है। सो डेरिवेटिव 1 इज 0, डेरिवेटिव ऑफ अ कांस्टेंट इज ऑलवेज 0। अंडरस्टूड? एंड व्हाई इट इज लाइक दैट, डेरिवेटिव मतलब क्या है, स्लोप ऑफ द टेंजेंट। सो आप उसी पॉइंट में टेंजेंट ड्रॉ करेंगे तो आई विल शो यू इन ग्राफ पेपर। See, this is the graph of greatest integer function. Can you see? Integer point में it is not continuous, and continuous नहीं है तो differentiable भी नहीं है। So हमने अभी proof किया। अभी integer छोड़ के बाकी points देखो, जैसे for all numbers between 0 and 1 the value is 0, for all numbers between 1 and 2 the value is 1, for all numbers between real numbers between 2 and 3 the value is 2, for all real numbers between 3 and 4 the value is 3, for all real numbers between 4 and 5 the value is 4, like that the graph is going. And so integer point में derivative does not exist, हमने already proof किया। अभी जो point integer नहीं है, जैसे between 0 and 1, 0 में derivative does not exist, 1 में भी derivative does not exist, 0 and 1 के बीच में graph is a straight line, अभी horizontal line, and or the value is 0, either value is 1, 2, like that. So derivative of constant is 0. So derivative of greatest integer function is 0 at all points except integer point. Integer point में derivative does not exist. And how, like what is the logic, or what is, how can you understand the concept? Like if you draw the tangent at these points, the tangent and the line will be same, है ना? If you draw the tangent at any point, tangent and the line will be the same, isn't it? This red one, If you draw, this will be the tangent. Tangent is also horizontal. Horizontal line का slope 0. So that is derivative मतलब slope of the tangent. So tangent is horizontal line, tangent का slope 0, horizontal line का slope 0, that means derivative is equal to 0. Is it clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, so yesterday we have seen, like now in this chapter, what we are going to discuss is like how to find the derivative of different functions. So one method we have seen like a chain rule or substitution method like that. Now another thing is implicit differentiation. There are two types of functions are there. One is implicit function, another one is explicit function. Implicit function. Another one is explicit function. Explicit function मतलब we can write जैसे y is equal to x square, नहीं तो y is equal to 4x plus 3. Like that we can write y on one side and everything else on the other side. ऐसे लिख सकते हैं तो that is known as explicit function. कभी कभी क्या होते हैं, like we cannot separate y and x. जैसे for example x plus sin xy minus y is equal to 0. So here what will happen, we cannot separate x and y, we cannot write y is equal to something form, क्योंकि इधर आप देखेंगे तो साइन एंड एंगल के जगह एक्स वाई आ रहे, आप वो सेपरेट नहीं कर सकते. तो उसका मतलब आप सेपरेट करके y इज इक्वल टू समथिंग फॉर्म में नहीं लिख सकते हैं. सो दैट टाइप ऑफ फंक्शंस आर नोन एज इम्प्लिसिट फंक्शन. उसको डिफरेंशिएट करने का मेथड है इम्प्लिसिट डिफरेंशिएशन. सो इट इज वेरी सिंपल टेक्निक ओनली. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल से पढ़ाऊंगा तब आपको समझ में आएगा. xy plus y square is equal to tan x plus y. So it is not given in the form of y is equal to f of x. तो हमें चाहिए dy by dx. So the technique is, what you have to do is differentiate both sides with respect to x. दोनों साइड with respect to x आपको differentiate करना हमेशा. That is a method. ठीक है, just differentiate both sides with respect to x. So left side में it is sum of two functions. So derivative of first function plus derivative of second function. So first function is xy. So उधर आप देखेंगे तो again it's a product of two functions. So उसका derivative first into derivative of second dy by dx plus second into derivative of x which is 1. हो गया, ये हो गया first into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first, second is y. First is x, x into derivative of y मतलब dy by dx plus second into y into derivative of first, derivative of x with respect to x is 1. Now plus derivative of y square, इट इज ऑफ द फॉर्म एक्स स्क्वायर, चेन रूल यूज कर सकते हैं. एक्स स्क्वायर का डेरिवेटिव तो 2x था, सो वाई स्क्वायर का डेरिवेटिव 2y, बट इट इज वी आर डिफरेंशिएटिंग विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x, सो चेन रूल अप्लाई कर रहे. इट वाज ऑफ द फॉर्म एक्स स्क्वायर का फॉर्म में था, सो x के जगह y था, सो जो x के जगह था उसका डेरिवेटिव से मल्टीप्लाई करना. So y square is of the form x square. So x square का derivative 2x. So it is that is why it is 2y. Then जो x के जगह एक सिंगल टर्म जैसे हमने कंसिडर किया था that was y, उसका डेरिवेटिव से मल्टीप्लाई करना, that is into dy by dx is equal to derivative of tan x is sec square x plus derivative of y is dy by dx, because we are differentiating with respect to x. अभी क्या करना, so this is always the method of implicit differentiation. This is always the method of implicit differentiation. Differentiate both sides with respect to x. फंक्शन ऐसे आपको y is equal to something फॉर्म में लिखने का कोई जरूरत नहीं, डायरेक्ट डिफरेंशिएट कर देना. देन अभी नेक्स्ट स्टेप में क्या करना, you have to collect all the terms containing dy by dx on one side. जैसे x into dy by dx है, 2y into dy by dx है, इधर एक dy by dx है, सभी एक ही साइड में लेके आना. So x into dy by dx plus 2y into dy by dx. Then राइट साइड का dy by dx लेफ्ट साइड में आ गया, that is minus dy by dx, which is equal to sec square x ऑलरेडी राइट साइड में था, लेफ्ट साइड में एक प्लस y था और राइट साइड में जाएंगे तो माइनस y. अभी लेफ्ट साइड में आप dy by dx कॉमन निकाल सकते हैं, डेरिवेटिव dy by dx is equal to then x plus 2y minus 1 is equal to sec square x minus y. So then divide with x plus 2y minus 1 on both sides, so you will get dy by dx is equal to sec square x minus y divided by x plus 2y minus 1. So that's it. So we got the value of dy by dx derivative, and this method, this is known as implicit differentiation. इसको बोलते हैं implicit differentiation. Another example देखो, 2x plus 3y is equal to sin y. Find dy by dx. So implicit function है तो भी आप implicit differentiation अप्लाई करके कुछ नहीं, you can apply implicit differentiation. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. So 2 into derivative x is 1 plus 3 into derivative y is dy by dx. This is of the right side, sin y, this is of the form sin x. Sin x का derivative cos x है, so it is cos y. बट x के जगह हमने कंसिडर किया था y, उसका डेरिवेटिव से मल्टीप्लाई करना, cos into dy by dx. So now you can collect the terms containing dy by dx on one side. You can write this as 3 into dy by dx minus cos y, नहीं है तो cos y into dy by dx minus 3 into dy by dx is equal to 2. If you take dy by dx common, cos y minus 3, this is equal to 2. So from there you will get dy by dx is equal to 2 divided by cos y minus 3. So you got the derivative. Understood? Another question. Sin square x plus cos square y is equal to 1. Find dy by dx. So implicit differentiation use करना, differentiate both sides with respect to x. So sin square x is of the form x square. X square का derivative 2x. So it is 2 sin x. x का जगह हमने कंसिडर किया था sin x. So उसका डेरिवेटिव से मल्टीप्लाई करना. Derivative sin x is cos x. Plus again cos square y, it is of the form x square. So x square का derivative 2x. So it is 2 cos y. But x के जगह हमने कंसिडर किया था cos y. So cos y से डेरिवेटिव से मल्टीप्लाई करना. Cos y का डेरिवेटिव माइनस sin y. Again y जो cos x फॉर्म था. So x के then y का डेरिवेटिव से मल्टीप्लाई करना into dy by dx is equal to 0. So sin square x 2 sin x into sin x का डेरिवेटिव cos x plus cos square y 2 cos y into cos y का डेरिवेटिव minus sin y and cos y में it is of the form cos x. So x के जगह y था. So सबसे लास्ट में y का डेरिवेटिव से मल्टीप्लाई करना into dy by dx. So that means 2 cos y sin y dy by dx right side में गया is equal to 2 sin x cos x. 2 cos y sin y मतलब sin 2y into dy by dx because that is the formula for sin 2 theta. 2 sin x cos x मतलब sin 2x. So dy by dx is equal to sin 2x divided by sin 2y. That's a derivative. So this technique is known as implicit differentiation. Implicit differentiation. The implicit function मतलब those functions which we cannot separate x and y and write y is equal to something, उस फॉर्म में डायरेक्ट नहीं लिख सकते. That type of functions are generally known as implicit functions. For differentiating or finding the derivative of that kind of functions, what you have to do is you have to differentiate both sides with respect to x, then collect the terms containing dy by dx on one side and then take dy by dx common. Then from there you can easily find dy by dx or derivative. Okay. Okay, and I think tomorrow is Janmashtami, so there won't be any class tomorrow. It's a public holiday. So we will see you in the next class. And those who are unable to appear for the unit test, just send me a message in my personal WhatsApp. I will send the link for them once again. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See you then.
Okay, sir.
Take care. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yes.